As a disclaimer, I'm not a professional photographer. But if you visited my Facebook and Facebook account and Instagram account, you'd probably notice that I am able to post decent looking photos. Not the best ones, not the professional ones, but at least decent looking photos. So I'm trying my best to share it to you guys, so you would experience the same and be able to at least post better photos. All right. So first tip is you, assuming you're the photographer and your handler who's gonna handle your dogs, post your dogs, should be on the same page. What do I mean by that? If you and your handler doesn't really know what the proper angles or how to properly showcase the best trait or best angle of your dog, then it could be a futile exercise. It would take forever for you to capture that perfect angle or perfect moment. So it's better for you before you decide to take photos. Do I really know um, what is the best angle for my dog? All right. Uh, Try to visit my Facebook page and my Instagram page. You would notice that I am fond of showing the front or the chest part of the dog, but at the same time, it's not a straight view just going through the chest. I'm still trying to uh, let people see the hind leg part of my dog. So it may not be the 100% overall of a dog, but at least somehow people who are looking at my photos, they have an idea on how the head looks like. Does it support? Does it have good enough or wide enough chest for a bully, and at least the muscles on the hind leg? So that angle is always my favorite angle when I'm taking photos. All right. So it's very important um, for you to be on the same page, you and your handler. All right. But lucky for you, if you have a third person participating on that photo shoot, that third person, all he or she needs to do is be the bait, or at least hold the bait or hold a toy, a squeaky toy, trying to get the attention of your dog. Because the best photos, in my opinion, are photos wherein your bullies or your dogs are on a very alert state, alert mode, closed mouth, and usually you can only achieve that when they are looking at something they're really mad about or very attentive to, or their alert state has been triggered. So it's very important that you capture that perfect moment. All right. So just to make an example is, I'm taking a photo right now. I have my handler probably a few meters away from me, and the third person would be at the back, wherein the angle of the dog is facing that third person, so that whatever he or she is handling as a bait, whether it's a dog, it's a cat, it's a chicken, it's a squeaky toy, then the dog would look at him or her or the bait, all right, and just click away and burst shots, do the burst shots, so that you can just pick the perfect photo on post processing. So you might ask me, what if, John, I'm the only one and I have nobody to help me uh, to take photos? You can still do it. My next step would be to tie out and shoot. Literally, just tie your dog on a fence, on a gate, or a runner, all right? And do your best before tying that dog out to bring out a portable cage, all right? Um, Bring out your kennel box or a small cage which most of us have extra cages at home or on our yard, and place a cat inside that cage. Place a chicken inside that cage, or place a dog inside that cage. All right, put it on the line of sight of your dog, and then shoot, shoot, and shoot. All right. At some point in time, and I'm telling you, this needs a lot of patience. Shoot and shoot. Your dog will eventually be on an alert state, looking at that whatever bait you made there. All right. You can actually even use toys of your kids, the remote control cars, which are producing sound, producing lights. Sometimes dogs are very attentive and very on a alert state when they see those type of toys. All right, so be resourceful. Shoot and shoot and shoot while the dog is tied out and a bait is moving. The next step would be the knee to waist tip. What do I mean by that? I will not shoot anything lower than my knee. I will not place a camera lower than my knee, or I will not also put a camera higher than my waist. All right, that's my rule, my personal rule. All right, because obviously we have different heights. All right, but for myself, for my taste, my sweet spot is not below my knee and not above my waist. If it's so high on my waist, higher than my waist, it would look the angle would not be looking good. They would look distorted or thin. If it's too low, they would seem to be taller than what they are really in real life. So that's my rule. Not lower than your knee and not higher than your waist. But if all else fails, if you're not the type of person that is fond of using DSLR cameras, mirrorless cameras, or probably you don't have the patience to learn how to use DSLR and mirrorless cameras, the best way for you to really do it is just take videos. Instead of taking photos using your phones and posting it, just this is my best tip, to just take videos and post it. At least people are looking at your dog real time. Basically, what I mean to say is that it's the actual dog. No one can tell you that you're trying to manipulate whatever they're looking at. There's no manipulation involved, just raw video. So you can still do that. Some people actually prefer looking at raw videos than altered or enhanced photos. Going back to videos, here's one great tip that I'm gonna share to you. Despite you having no knowledge on photography, on how to use your cameras, use that cell phone cameras. Most of our cell phone now have the capability of an SLR or mirrorless cameras when it comes to taking videos. So take a video, probably 20 seconds, 30 seconds, however long you want to take it. And then if you still want to post in social media some photos of your dogs, you can still do it by pausing that video on the best possible instance or best possible angle for your dog on that video. Screenshot that, crop whatever you want to do, and then post it. So it's basically taking a screenshot out of your video. And that's one very effective way to do it. Actually, my thumbnail for this video is a product of that. It's a video, but I posted on the best possible instance and cropped it and made it as my thumbnail. And for my last tip for today's video would be, please choose a classy or a nice background. All right. The last thing you want to have as a background is a cluttered background, meaning newspapers, your underwears, your contador, your electrical wirings at the back, or a dirty cage. All right, it's all about how you present and how you promote your dogs. All right, we're just trying to be classy. We're not faking it. We're not enhancing anything about this. We're not altering the look of our dog, but we're trying to present the classiest possible way, a classy way of presenting and promoting your dogs. So beware of your background. At least choose a greenery or a clear background, or my sweet spot would always be plants, because majority would be green, and from time to time there are flowers inside of that on that background, and it gives a little bit of color and life on my photos. So it's very important to pick the best possible background also. All right, I hope these tips will be able to help you decide on how to go about taking photos or videos of your dogs, and I hope it helps. uh, Happy promoting your dog.